Karen demanded we remake her perfect coffee every morning for a year, so I served her the truth with her last latte. I used to be a Starbucks barista, and we had this woman who'd come in every morning and order, I shit you not, a double tall vanilla latte with 3/8 a pump of vanilla. Not half a pump, not a third, 3/8. She even made one of us mark the bottle pump with a Sharpie to show exactly where 3/8 landed. Karen was her name, and making our lives hell was apparently her full-time job. Every single morning was the same ritual. The first cup we made was always wrong. Too sweet, not sweet enough, wrong temperature, wrong foam density. She had a new complaint locked and loaded before she even tasted it. This is why I have to budget extra time for coffee, she'd say to whoever was behind her, loud enough for us to hear. They just can't seem to get it right the first time. Then came the corporate complaints. Every week was another call about our incompetence. And then she'd walk in the next day with that little smirk asking if we'd received her feedback. One morning, she held up 15 construction workers because her foam wasn't glossy enough. When one muttered about being late for a job site, she laughed. Maybe construction workers should stick to gas station coffee if they can't appreciate quality. She said it loud, made sure everyone heard, then asked me if those people even tipped. I should have known then she was gearing up for something worse. The breaking point came on a Thursday. Maria was working the register, and she's literally the sweetest girl. Third-generation American. Her parents ran a restaurant downtown. Karen took one look at her that morning, and I saw something shift in her face. She made Maria remake her drink 3 times, then stepped aside and made a phone call. 20 minutes later, 2 ICE agents walked in, and Karen pointed at Maria and said she looked suspicious and was probably illegal. Maria had to leave the floor, hands shaking, while agents checked her documents in the back, her driver's license, her passport, while a store full of customers watched. She came back crying, and Karen just stood there with her arms crossed, waiting for her remade drink like nothing happened. I was done. When Karen inevitably complained about her 4th attempt, I took her cup and thought, I'm not wasting another second on this horrible woman. I walked to the machine, waved the steam wand around for show, and handed her back the exact same drink. Perfect, she said after taking a sip. See? Was that so hard? Holy crap. It worked. That's when I knew. This bitch had been playing us for a year, and now I had her number. From that day forward, I gave Karen the same drink back every single morning. I'd take her cup, do my little performance behind the machine, and hand back the identical drink. Much better, she'd say. Finally, someone who can follow directions. 8 months of this. 8 months of watching her sip the same wrong drink she just rejected and declare it perfect. My coworkers caught on, and we'd take turns doing the fake remake, trying not to laugh. It became a game. How long could we steam nothing? How dramatically could we not make a drink? Then finally, my last day came. I had a new job lined up, apron ready to turn in. And guess who paid me a visit? Karen came in and ordered her usual. I made it with extra care. Exactly 3/8 of a pump. Precisely 165 degrees. Foam like silk. She took one sip and said, wrong. Again. Do you people even get trained? I took her cup, but this time I didn't move. Just stood right there at the register, lifted the lid, stirred it twice with a spoon, and slid it back across the counter. What's that? Karen squinted. Aren't you going to remake it? I just did. No, you didn't. You just stirred it. I smiled. Karen, I've been just stirring it for 8 months. Every single morning. Same drink, same temperature, same everything. You've been drinking the wrong order and calling it perfect. Her face went from confusion to rage. That's impossible. I said, kinda embarrassing now that you know, right? 3/8 is half a pump for all intents and purposes here, ma'am. She lost it. Demanded my manager, screamed for corporate, threatened lawsuits, threw her sunglasses at the pastry case, called me a little bitch in front of a store full of teenagers, and my manager sent me home early with a smile. Best punishment ever. I heard later she spent 2 hours in the parking lot on hold with corporate, screaming about fraud and emotional distress. They gave her a gift card.